Why, hello and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I am your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield, and today, my friends, we are preparing to siege Rivendell in RiseToWar Legacy playlist. Alright, my friends, and of course, as my usuals who watch RiseToWar content, we'll have this up today for you guys, but we're going to take Rivendell. We've had a slug-out fight with Angmar, and we're going to battle for Rivendell and Erebor. So again, if you remember, they've added a new alliance system, right? For those people who maybe are watching who aren't our normals, right? Who aren't in guilds or fellowships. Yes. So they have a RiseToWar battle system now where two alliances can be formed between two different factions, which is pretty cool. It's a very cool addition to the game. I like it a lot. But I have a huge amount of armies set up and ready, so with no further ado, if you're one of my RiseToWar fans, welcome, welcome. And I've been putting a lot of content with Lotro too and everything, so wonderful. And quick little shout out for one of my family members. It is my little cousin Melody's birthday today. So happy birthday to her, because I'm going to have this video out on her birthday. So happy birthday to her. She loves our Lord of the Rings Lotro Tales series. If you guys don't know what that is, you should check it out because she loves it. And it's my main content on the playlist where we go through Lotro and I do voiceovers as different characters. And she loves it when I say, Baruch Kazad, Kazad I menu. Our dwarven war chant, right? Alright, anyway, so happy birthday to you, Melody. I hope you have a wonderful day with your family. And I will see you, I'm assuming, in the next few weeks, so sometime. Alright, you guys, so with no further ado, we're about to attack Rivendell. So, let's have some fun. So in about 2 minutes. Hope you guys have a nice drink to enjoy yourself. And we're going to have some blast. Don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. And again, I love doing this RiseToWar stuff, and a lot of you I know really like RiseToWar, but at the same time, this isn't my main content on the channel, right? We do a lot of stuff with Lotro and voiceovers and different things in Lord of the Rings Online, which again, my channel doesn't just focus on Lord of the Rings Online, but at the same time, it's my favorite thing to do, and the game is just so well done, especially for its age now, but they're even going to do a little visual update this year, so I'm excited about that. See what they do with that. But anyway, thanks for joining us. We're going to battle this thing. So if you see what armies I want to have, as you can see, here's all our armies. So all the red dots, right? We've got a good chunk of armies here. I think we should be able to take it. So let's have some fun. Let's do this. All right, so we need to... All right. Okay, guys. Recording on. Let's get it. We're gonna have a blast today. This is our documentary video of us sieging Rivendell, Season 3. Alright, so my characters are Zollin. I mean, that's me. By the way, for my RiseToWar fans, my friends here that I play with, you guys, I am Zollin Ironshield, your host and guide. As I say at almost the beginning of all my videos. So, yes, someone asked me the other day, they're like, what's that name you put on your forehead? And I was like, Zollin Ironshield. They're like, you always put Voice of the Rings. It's like, yes, I am Voice of the Rings, but that is my channel. And that totally is me. So a lot of people like to call me that now, which is fine. I'm completely cool with that. But if you're wondering what Zollin Ironshield is, it's my personal made-up dwarf name for myself. And my character in Lord of the Rings Online. But really, Zollin is me, right? Yeah. You get the point. You get the point. Alright, anyway. The battle begins. That guy is sending his troops. Here we go. Time to battle. I'm going in. Let the battle begin for Middle-earth. Well, for Rivendell. We're liberating Rivendell from Angmar. No offense, Angmar, but you are an evil faction. Oh, here comes the wave. It's gonna get laggy. Actually, it shouldn't be too bad on my system I'm using now, so. Alright, interesting. Isn't that fun when your phone alarm goes off when you're making a video? I thought I muted the phone. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry, guys. There's a lot of things that go into making videos, guys, right? Which I'm sure our friend in our guild who also makes RiseToWar videos, Veyron, and my good friend Jethros, know that when you're making a video, you have to plan a lot of stuff ahead. Oh my gosh, look at all those Rohirrim armies. All right, well, those are all my fighting armies. I have a bunch of sieging armies ready to go. So let's see what happens here with the battles. Okay, so our first battle hits. And again, when you move around in this game, it limits how many forces it shows. So if you notice how I go up here, it'll actually show different army march areas. That's just because it's trying to keep the game from freaking out. It makes sense, you know, for people's phones and stuff. All right. All right, so again, Rivendell has 48 leaders levels, right, for the commanders, for level 48. 45 of them. We already killed a bunch of them. We're at 23. So we've done that in less than a minute. So well done. Well done. Alliance. The last alliance. We got some more people sending in troops. All right, Rivendell will be ours. What are the bonuses of Rivendell, you ask? All right, now again, as you can see here, we're advertising for my old friends. Jimmy Seedback. All right, sup, Jimmy. And we got a couple of people here. They obviously took it first, right, from Lothlorien. So Angmar has first capture bonus, right? But the bonus is defensive camps, right? Yeah. So again, the first time you capture something in a season, you get this little bonus thing, right? And again, I keep saying this in every video, but RiseToWar, I really think this shouldn't be fellowship only. I think it should be your faction that takes it, right? At the end. So whoever does the most damage to leaders as the faction, whoever does the most damage to siege as the faction, the top 3, or maybe the top 5 of both, right? Make it a little bit more if you're going to do it for the whole faction. Because what happens is whoever sieges it last takes it and gets the top 3 from that fellowship, right? That guild, which I don't know why. I would rather it be like who actually did the most damage, right? Not who hit it last as the fellowship and then did the most damage in that fellowship. You know? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Especially because the faction bonus goes to everybody in your faction, so I don't see why that would be a problem. Is there something you leave you guys think there's something there that would mess that up? I'm trying to think. I don't think so. All right, well, all my guys are in there dueling. It looks like Gimli already wiped because you know what happens to Gimli? He's a glass cannon, and he kills like 5 armies and then dies. Because all his men can't keep up with Gimli. He's too powerful. All right, let's see what happened here anyway. Gimli, yeah, he fought 3 armies. Okay, not 5, I exaggerated. Oh, he killed a Witch King, though. Ooh, look at that. So let's move over here so you guys can see the numbers. There's the numbers there, right there, too. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, good damage, Gimli, good damage. Again, this game is very, like... Oh, 282,000. There were trolls. They're dead. 423,000. Oh, man, it is soldiers to 131. Oh, man, what a monster. And then, of course, he had no men left, so he only dealt out a tiny bit because he didn't have any men. Let's see, how did my Theoden do? Okay, 162,000. Again, he's built to buff his horses, not do damage himself. 200, okay, so that's, what is that, 100, I'm gonna just, 100, almost 400,000. Okay, let's do the math here real quick. All right, he finished off that one 62, okay. All right, 600,000. Wow, that's pretty good, Gandalf the White. He had some deadly things. Whoops. Didn't have time to switch those. 800,000. And then we know this is 1,220,000. All right, let's say 1,250,000. How did my Dwalin do? I like to look at this stuff because it's a good test. All right. 1,500,000. I'm just trying to do quick math. It's not perfect. Almost 1,800,000. And then how did he do here? Okay, so I did over 2 million damage already. And these two are going to fight again if there's any soldiers. But I believe we killed all the armies. We did. So let the siege commence. All right, my friends. Baruch Hazard, we dwarves are very natural siegers. Especially when Elven. Just kidding. A lot of people, I hope in the new Amazon series, guys, and leave a comment if you agree with this, but if they're going to show the part in that series where the dwarves come out of Casa Doom to help the elves of Eregion and to help protect them against Sauron, if that's even in season 1 or part of it, this series, I really hope they portray that as the elves are thankful, because in the book, Elrond is obviously thankful that happened, but it makes me wonder, because there's a part in that little clip we got, that teaser, where Elrond looked kind of upset and he looked like he was in a dwarven place. And I can understand there's some because the reason being is Elrond in the movies says, right, in the Lord of the Rings Peter Jackson adaptations, makes a comment that dwarves hide in their mountains, right? So I can understand a little bit of he's got a little bit of saltiness for maybe some things they didn't come for, but in the books, the dwarves did come and help take or help stop the elves from being wiped out by Sauron and the orcs in Eregion. They come out of Khazad-dûm, basically distract Sauron's army and fight him. Well, Elrond and his elves can retreat and pull back, right? So anyway, that's why I hope that they portrayed that correctly, because the dwarves actually came out on their own accord and helped save the elves, which was pretty darn cool. Basically, Elrond would have died if it wasn't for the dwarves of Khazad-dûm. They came out. That was clear in the book from Tolkien. The dwarves would, if they hadn't come out to help the elves to distract Sauron, Elrond would be dead. Which, think about the consequences of that and how influential Elrond is in the rest of after the Second Age. Like, again, it would be very sad because we love Elrond. He's a great character. But at the same time, think about how terribly bad that would have been. Would have been pretty bad. All right, let's see how we're doing. We are at 64% siege. Again, I love talking about the lore of Lord of the Rings. I do have a playlist, you guys, called a Lord of the Rings Lore Master, and it actually has nothing really to do with Lotro. I do have my character in Lotro when we do it, but I actually talk about, that's why I call it Lotro Lore Master. It's my Lore Master in Lord of the Rings Online, but I actually just like to I talk about lore on that playlist. It's a lore playlist. I haven't done too much on it recently, but I might do some more and think of some fun things to do in the future, because I really do love the lore, and I talk about it all the time. And my friends in real life, you guys are my friends too in real life, but I mean not virtually, right, over the internet. I always do that when I'm playing with friends online too with video games. We're like talking over the microphone. I'm like, you know, my friends in real life, and they're like, oh, thanks. I'm like, that's not what I meant. But anyway, you get my point. I consider you guys all real friends. But and my wonderful supporters and subscribers, obviously. But losing my train of thought now. We're getting it. We're killing it. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is, la-da-da, Zollin lost his train of thought. Forgive me, I just drove 8 hours last night. And got home late because we went for another birthday. But there's a lot of March birthdays in my family. This is a March video that's going on right now. But yeah, so we went to do something fun, and we drove from Southern California to Arizona, mid-Arizona, and back. And I found out some of my RiseToWar friends are in Arizona. So, hello. Alright, I cannot send these soldiers in fast enough. The good news is I can just keep doing this. 35%! We're getting it. Ever so slowly, but we're getting it. Actually, it's not very slow. We're doing this really fast. This is pretty impressive. Alright. And again, there's no first strike bonus. Bonus, I mean. First strike, first take. Because it's already been taken by another faction that already didn't own it, so. So if you're wondering, oh, is this going to change? No, it won't change. That little thing that tells the little whoever hated the most. they could keep that all season. That stays on the thing that was taken, even if we don't have it. All right, and again, I have Dunling Dings in my armies because no one, we didn't call a siege. I mean, a war buff for our fellowship, so I'm just hitting it with Dunling Dings. I probably shouldn't even try to hit it with my alchemists because they do 70% less damage right now. But and I would have called the war thing being an officer, but I was asleep because our trip. I just drove 8 hours. And we have to wait 6 hours when you call a war thing, so obviously it wouldn't help us unless I had done it like last night, which I knew this was coming. I did set my alarm so I could make this video with you guys and do this. But yeah, I am trying to just keep up. You know, a lot of stuff in real life too, but at the same time, I love this game. It's fun. And I love Lotro too, which you guys should watch my other Lotro videos if you're RiseToWar fans and check this stuff out. If it's not your cup of tea, that's fine, and vice versa for my Lotro fans who watch this and they're like, not quite their cup of tea. I totally get that. That's why I do lots of videos. So everyone will be happy. 5%. Here it comes, you guys. You ready to see the Rivendell captured for Rohan? And for the dwarves of the glittering caves and Moria? I'm the Lord of Moria now, you guys. Zollin Ironshield. Oh, there it is! Occupied Rivendell! Ha ha ha! Control of Bruna. Wonderful! Woohoo! Yeah, we did it! Yay! Well done, all! Alright, I'm gonna do a little cheer emote. A little, where's my Barlaman Butterbeer? There he is. Haha. Alright, well, you guys, that was a blast. You can see some GGs fly up. Well done, my fellowship. Yes, well done indeed. It was a wonderful time. It was a blast. Thanks for joining me for this quick little 20-minute video documentary of us sieging Rivendell in Season 3. Very cool. And again, sorry I lost train of thought on the other thing I was saying. Yes, watch me. I'm going to end my video, and in about 3 minutes I'll remember what I was saying and then be like, dang it. Oh well, it wasn't that important anyway. But, oh, was it about my lore playlist? Yes. Yes, I want to start doing more stuff on lore playlist, though. So, if you guys want to see that content, let me know. But I'm going to work on that, make that fun. But we have Rivendell now. And now we have some more, 1,000 more power, ring power thing. Yes, very fun. We are pretty strong here on the thing. I've caught up a little bit. I got really behind at the beginning because I was gone a week or two. So, but I'm top 10 now. That's kind of fun. But I believe, look at that. Yeah. Fun times. Top 3 of us just boop, 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 boop. I was first all last week, and now Shadowfang's first. And yeah, doing pretty good on our production too. One thing you have to be good at in RiseToWar is being able to PvP and get tiles in the right way. And now that it's Season 3, I've kind of got it down. So, at the beginning, you really gotta just, before PvP really gets going, like the first like few weeks, 2 weeks, like I got up real quick in my power as fast as I could, right? And unfortunately, I got behind because I couldn't play the first few days. So, that's hard. RiseToWar seasons, you gotta play right at the beginning. And sometimes you can't. Life happens, right? I think that's what I was saying before, right? Life just happens. Sometimes you just can't play. So, but I caught up. Just took a little work. I obviously told people, I was like, hey, I need an extra few days to catch up, which everyone do that. And then caught up, and then started going to some PvP, and just taking tiles as you do PvP, you just gotta do it. Just gotta play a lot, too, like with timing. It's like less of playing a long time, except for PvP. You have to get on and play for like an hour or two sometimes when you're fighting people, moving. Basically playing chess, right? That's a chess. I think that's what I was saying before, now that I think about it. it's kind of like a chess, this game, right? So it's a lot like playing chess. And that was what I said, real life, right? Moving strategy boards around and stuff. So I think that's why a lot of people enjoy this game. For those who wonder why we like RiseToWar, it's very fun strategically with a giant amount of people playing it, right? That's what's fun. It's so many people. Now, again, something can be hard is the game's at its best when there's a lot of people playing on both sides. So like big armies on both sides. So it's hard sometimes if one side wins or more or the other, because some people will stop playing then, and then it gets kind of like harder to be fun, because then it's more like just overwhelming numbers on one side, which is like not always the best. So, and in this case, I notice I think a lot of people, some of our opponents are really still fighting awesomely, and some factions are kind of like, they got kind of like ugh, which I understand, because that happened to us last season, my group. And a lot of people remember this in Erebor. We kind of lost a lot of oomph, and a bunch of people just kind of disappeared. And it was like, where'd everybody go? It's like, where did half of our team faction go? Which can be kind of hard. So keep fighting, keep battling, and never ever let your guard down in RiseToWar either. Last season we were kind of like, I think people were like, oh yeah, we get it, we did it, and then we got attacked by everyone, right? So that's always, never say the season's over. I had someone tell me the other day and something, they were like, oh, I think the season's over, I think we got everything. And I was like, no, never expect. Always have your guard up. Giant risk board, that's what's gonna happen. But anyway, there we go. We'll end with this battle board, and yes, you can see we're doing pretty good. We have an alliance with Gondor, so battles. All right, you guys, we have a wonderful day in Middle Earth. Thank you so much for joining us. This documentary of our fellowship taking Rivendell, and have a wonderful day, everyone, in Middle Earth. And again, happy birthday to my little cousin Melody. But you guys have a wonderful day. And a quick little shout out and thank you to my wonderful Patreon, MrRevel. Thank you so much for being a Royal Level Guard, my friend. It means a lot to support the channel, and I hope to continue to bring you guys good content and fun stuff. So, and yeah. And then I think I was talking about also, now that I remember, I was talking about how hard it is to be prepared in real life when you're doing a video. That's what I was talking about. Yes, I remember before I turned off the video. Being prepared in real life to do things. You have to, turn off your phone, make sure the lighting is good in the room, make sure no one's going to bother you if you have family members in the house, which I do have family, which is they're very nice about things. But I like to let them know ahead, hey, I'm going to do a video, that kind of thing, right? And stuff like that. So there's a lot of work that goes involved, even in a quick video like this. This is a quick made video, right? I didn't really plan a lot, right? Because we're just doing a documentary taking this. But again, you're all wonderful. Have a wonderful day, Middle Earth. Like, subscribe. There's a video of taking Rivendell, and thank you to MrRevel again and my other Patreons for your support. It means a lot. Subscribe button's gonna be right there, guys, next to Rivendell. Next episode will be in the top left for this playlist, and a Lotro Tale main content's there. You guys should check it out, and see you in the next episode of Voice of the Rings. And I would recommend check out some of my newer Lotro Tale videos. Maybe not just the beginning, because I've refined my craft over the years, or the year. It's only been a year so far. Alright guys, have a good day in Middle Earth. See ya.